got speed? What kind of speed you got?
I got crystal methadone. This shit is good, man. I've been up all night on this stuff.
Push the pull and think it's time to come around again. Hold me down and tell me I'm okay, I suffocate. With every breath I breathe, it's killing me to speak your name. I come in there with pains that come to call on me today. You think it's fine as long as you get in and crush my dreams with one hot blow, that's what you do to me. You pray for things a lot, but wait along is destiny. A promise that never ever ever would go complete. You wanna fall with my neck, long ways to me. You push so far and think it's all gonna come around again. You push so far and think it's all back when you fucking begin. No place, no something you won't ever comprehend. You push so far and think it's time that we all drop it. Lazarus from your lips like the river's deep. A common sense only goes so far, can't you see? Bottom falls out and you're back to begin again. You better check and see who are your real friends. I know you never tried to save me. Like all the damage never fazed me. Shamelessly blaming me for things that don't go your way. You're shamelessly blaming me and now I got nothing to say. You push the ball and think it's all gonna come around again. You push the ball and think it's all right where you fucking begin. No place that you think you will never ever comprehend. You push the ball and think it's all right.
That sounds pretty good.
Preferably cut that down first.
Turn down the sound, man.
Well,
Um,
all right, nobody go anywhere. Just quick,
where are we going?
quick message.
Okay. Fan. Goodbye, fresh air. Damn it, Jay! Turn off the fan.
Oh yeah, oh the camera's flickering. We got flickering. Are you on the cable, Jay? Where's your foot?
Nope.
Where's your foot, Jay? Where's your foot?
It's not flickering.
It was. It was flickering. I'm not having a seizure.
A Caesar salad. All right, Jay.
All right.
This thing really won't
See it
stop.
flickering? It's flickering. Wish I could figure out why it does that. What are you, Jay? What are you doing over there?
It won't stop. You said cut it off, right?
Yeah. Just let it go. No,
just
no,
turn
no.
it-
Let it.
just
Leave
turn
it
it.
alone. Leave it be.
Just turn it off.
Let it alone. Let it
Oh,
alone.
it's
It's down. slow
let
down.
it
a
alone.
real slow death. It's like coming into the land or something. We're at
Okay.
300,
Let-
3,000 feet.
Let it alone. Somebody.
Descending.
Aaron asked if he's making popcorn. I told him to let it alone. He don't know how to let things alone.
Leave it be.
Leave it be. Hey, everybody. Everybody, whew, take a breath. Everybody,
Man, we're on the air.
take a breath. Let's go on and get stretched out real quick before we get going. Take a quick lap. We'll do it with you. Be sure to stretch out your hammies, your quads, glutes. Here's the deal, folks. We almost didn't have a program this evening. Come in to do the show, and the power supply for the laptop is going bonkers. Basically doing nothing.
We may have a fire here tonight.
We could have a fire. So the laptop was dead, whatever. Jay comes over, he brings his what do you call it? Soldering iron? Sorting iron?
Sorting iron.
He brought a sorting iron over and fixed it back. You brought yours as a backup.
I brought my laptop and I downloaded the software that you needed, and so it's ready to go in case something happens.
But Jay came over and handled business. I mean, that's some legit grown man.
Offered to teach him how to solder, give him a quick course, but he
I've-
didn't do part of it.
No. I've done a little soldering, but I always mess things up a lot. So I'm, Anyway, I'm just glad that we're on the air because it's pretty amazing. We've done this a few times. Cameraman back in the day has soldered some things and got us on the air. Now Jay has soldered some things.
I need to solder. I've got some headphones I repaired, and I need to. You got to solder those.
We have
when you do
taped some cables together to make shows happen.
Yeah.
We got a light that's leaning. We got, it's what's up, Bill's Box of Sound? I see you down there, man. Nate joining us. Give it up for Sean, Beat Stylist in the chat. My first YouTube Ustream record online friend ever, Beat Stylist. So give it up. It's good to see Sean in here, man. Really cool. So anyway, almost didn't happen tonight, but we're so glad we did. We appreciate everybody joining us. We're every Friday night. All our shit ends up on the YouTubes,
On
as
the
you know.
YouTube.
We're on Twitch and
That's
we're
where
on
it is.
YouTube right now.
Too,
If you want to keep up with us, check up with us on our socials. I'm trying to find our bump right now. Get a little social bump. Stay up with us on the socials, man. We got things to say and people to talk about. And man, you thought Fever was drinking ketchup for a split second. You drinking ketchup over here?
no, Modelo.
Oh, Modelo.
Might as well be.
Might as well be a ketchup over there. Say, hell yeah. What?
What?
Wah. We'll say if you're ever interested, it's not necessary or we don't require it or anything. If you do want to become one of the Grown Man Record Night top shots, you can contribute via the stream. The link in the description right here to our donations page. We use all this money to put back into the show.
Can't you tell?
Yeah, of course.
We almost didn't make it on the air tonight.
We promise we don't buy records and booze with it.
Salad.
And salad. I like a good salad now. But look at the Grown Men Record Night top shot right now, Aaron Griffin, who's in chat. $90 strong. Nate Bouchard a close second. And Liverlobes down there. Look at that, man. Folks putting in work,
So is this a
dedicating themselves.
what do you call that? Is this a
Maya Angelou. The
don't-
fuck is that? What are you doing?
Does top shot start over, or is it a
It's a congruent thing.
congruent? I don't think congruent's the word I was looking for, but
Oh, he said I could get a $90 laptop. You're right, man. Yeah, we can get them. I'm actually in the process. I've been thinking about this for a while. Is getting a pretty beefy, kind of a gaming editing style laptop for doing the stream and playing some PC games and doing some editing if I needed to pick up some freelance work
okay.
in case when I inevitably
Right.
get fired.
Right.
I'll be able to do that. Ladder match. Buy a ladder. We can get a ladder for a ladder match.
Water match pay-per-view this weekend.
Oh, this weekend. For real. I'm behind.
Money in the bank.
Money in the B? Okay. Aaron, come on up, man. Have a cold beer with us. We'll watch
that's
some
great,
wrestling,
yeah,
man.
for sure.
Come on.
I thought
Jay
you were
wants to
gonna.
meet
I
you.
thought you were gonna smoke something.
Smoke something.
Meat.
Oh. Tonight, I know I thought about doing a little something on the grill, but I don't know, man. I don't know. What else was I going to talk about?
Man, I don't know.
I had a rundown about it.
Where's your rundown?
Let's see about it. Nope. What? So, please, folks, I did some metrics this week, some YouTube metrics earlier in the week.
You did metrics.
Turns out that there's 33% of the people that are watching us at any given time when we're live like this,
Or 23%.
they're not subscribers. Folks,
Okay.
please, if you're watching, throw us a little subscribe, throw us a like down there. We'd appreciate the shit out of you.
You're saying people that watch this show, not just this
Yeah.
is not a
No,
generalization.
no. The people that watch it, there's so many people that watch this show that are not subscribed. And maybe you watch it once and you're like, fuck this.
It don't hurt to subscribe.
But it don't hurt. It don't cost you nothing. We get you on the back end of that shit. Baby hush! Woo! Woo woo! Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, I've got a story for you folks that'll blow your mind.
Is it time for story time?
No. I'm gonna stall out on the story. I've got 2 stories coming up and a dig of the week that will blow your freaking mind. It is one of those Goodwill dig of the weeks, dollar a record, that I literally let out a Ric Flair woo in the middle of Goodwill, and people looked at me, and I just smiled and waved and kept on. But I do want to mention a couple of things that came out this week.
It renews your faith in going to a Goodwill.
Absolutely. And not that it ever dipped, but I don't go to 10, 12 a week like I used to when I worked in the news department. It's far more irregular, but
10, 12 a week.
yeah, totally. But now it's like down to like a couple every couple of weeks, maybe that far down. But shit, man, if you keep hitting those same one, this last Goodwill I went to, let's put it this way, the last time I went in there, Christmas records, easy listening, and gospel records.
But I think all of us have gone into that Goodwill at one point and gotten some pretty bangers.
That's where I got my Super Nintendo in there. I got
Jace
the
got some
sealed
stuff there.
Star Fox from Super Nintendo in there. I mean, a lot of good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ryan got that. That
little Fender amp.
yeah. No, it's a no-name weirdo amp. Yeah, like from the 20s and 30s or whatever. Anyway, I was going to mention some Bowie stuff tonight because this came out. No, it's going to be coming out. Space Odyssey is being released in a 50th anniversary double 7-inch set. It's going to come out in July on Parlophone. 50th anniversary box set. It's got a double-sided poster and some cool stuff. But it's weird because as I'm researching this, I realized that also this week the Clareville Grove demos, which is a 3x7-inch, came out literally today. I wonder, it's like a running contest. Who can release the most reissues and special editions? Prince's estate or Bowie's estate? It's like a running competition every other week. Whoa, 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 whoa. What do we got going on here, folks? We got some shenanigans. We got some shenanigans. I'm feeling shenanigans.
Y'all have a show last week? I wasn't here last week. Y'all have a show?
We did.
Was it a good show?
We had a good show. Me and Jay had a time. We're preparing for some things to come the day before. But whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay.
Let's see what we got, Steve. Consuelo.
Huh.
For some reason I didn't come. But
You took the week off.
I took the week off. Needed a week
took it.
off.
Whoa.
Because, I did the show 2 weeks ago, and then the following day, I had the Pink Floyd The Wall show.
Yeah.
That was bonkers. That was fun. What's going on?
We got all
Report.
We got all the kitties.
Report.
Hang on. I'm trying to do this right. Trying to do this right.
Let's hear your Dianetics.
That's fine. That's fine. Keep talking, Steve. Fill some time. I'm filling time. I'm trying to figure
I'll
out
fill
programs.
time. Show was outside. It was supposed to be at 8. We had to wait at 9 because it was raining all afternoon.
Yeah.
And you have to finish by 11, outdoor ordinance. It was cool, but there was a really good sound company running sound. There was another cat who was projecting an original film on a building behind us.
Yeah,
We spent most of the time.
that's pretty cool.
One thing I didn't like, we spent most of the time in fog, in like a fog machine was constantly blasting us because I think they wanted to hide us. Like instead of building a wall, they just built a wall of fucking fog that we had to breathe the whole time.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
It kind of sucked actually. Wasn't too fond of that. It doesn't really do wonders on the throat.
We got a donation coming in.
Okay, well you want to talk about it?
I want to get up close and personal about it. I'll be honest with you, Steve.
I will
My
share.
computer's been
I will
slow.
share some.
Share it on.
Some video of the show once I can get my hands on it.
Is it under?
Unfortunately, I shot it with like 17 GoPros, so there are so many cameras. Like that's overkill. It's gonna take you forever to edit. You know, it's gonna take you forever to edit that.
Yeah, I don't like stuff like that.
Just 2 or 3 at most.
Um,
What's going on?
Here's the thing. Trying to make my computer work.
Jesus Christ!
I know, that's what I'm saying. Whoa! 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 Let's get some hype in the chat. Randy with the $50 donation. What?
I think we have to go to the freezer for that.
Let's go. We may have to go to the freezer for this. For
Go to the
50
freezer.
bucks.
Look
We'll
on the
show
right-
you what we do for
Look
50
on the right
bucks.
side of the freezer. I picked it up tonight,
Woo!
knowing that if we had to get something serious.
Let's get some hype in the chat for Randy. Holy camoles, folks.
That one. Yep.
Is this not supposed to be open?
No, we'll leave that. No, you
No,
got to
you
do
don't
this
need-
one
you
with
don't
us,
need
Jay.
that.
No.
We got to split this 3 ways.
No.
80? Dude, come on, Jay.
Yeah, I'll show it here.
Okay.
This is even smoother than that. You should try this.
Yeah, you should probably do that.
So, I picked up a little bottle of absinthe.
Holy
that I
cannolis.
want. It's shareable size. That I figured, well, if something weird happens, we have this to partake.
Do you want me to open this, Steve?
It's open.
It's open.
It's like a pop top kind of thing.
Pop.
I also picked up a bottle of Rekia vodka from Iceland. Had it before. It's excellent. Apparently, it's very expensive in Iceland.
Wow.
Not as expensive here,
Yeah.
but it's very, very good.
Randy. Dead Whack 66 with the big $50, man. You get one of these.
You
Every
want-
time we go that high, you get one of these,
I'll
brother.
do
Do you want to pour you a
I'll do
shot
two,
of this?
one
You should
now.
totally help us with this, Jay. Look at Jay getting in there.
You know?
Oh my
Oh,
God,
that's
man.
not bad at all.
No, it's not.
Did you just show what this was?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
That might
I'm
be
a little.
this is vodka?
Yeah.
That's
It's
vodka.
smooth vodka.
Yeah, it's very smooth. It's Icelandic, the water. And,
It
you
tastes
know.
like water.
All right.
All right.
Let's everybody oil up.
And this is
That's for
absinthe.
you, Rando.
Cheers. Skål.
Let's oil up and get loose with it. Boy, absinthe make me crazy, son. I love it. That taste, that and
That's really good.
anise.
$20 for that.
Holy cow, man! Randy, you're the man. What's up, Trish? I see you in there, slipping around with us. Holy cannolis! You guys
Whoa.
are nuts. You gonna be on the list, Randy?
Y'all gonna be crazy.
Top shot, baby.
Y'all gonna be crazy.
We're gonna be crazy. I'll flip this table over, son. I don't care. I do care a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. We got a wonky power supply. I
Yeah.
care. I care a little bit.
Wonky.
Don't want to threaten the situation.
Man, that's very cool of you,
Maybe
Randy.
tomorrow we can get it like really working strong.
Yeah, I guess you can't do a pickle with that. Absinthe.
Oh Jesus, Harold! I'm not doing that. I don't even know where I'm coming or going now. Let's
He
see what
bought,
we're
he
talking
bought some ghost pepper pickle
pickles.
chips
Yeah.
for vodka shots. That are,
Okay.
Is that regular 80 proof or whatever?
no, it's 100. This one,
What's up, Zepperl? I see you in there, buddy. At his local
yeah, 80 proof.
dive Polish bar. Cool, man.
But
What are
this-
you drinking in the Polish bar, man?
This one's 135.
That's as good as it gets. All right. Everybody shut up for a minute. Come on in here. Everybody take a knee.
Coach, your nuts showing.
So, if you guys watched last week's show or even
I didn't.
shows in the past, you would know that I was preparing to take the girlfriend to the Tool show last weekend. And I want to tell this story, what's now known as the story. And I'll tell it once and I'll tell it right now.
Okay.
It's an absurd story. It really is absurd. This is not a bit. I'm not doing a thing. This is a legit story about what happened. So we had heard that this was at the Epicenter Festival in Rockingham, North Carolina. Heard that they were already on Friday they were having some traffic problems.
Not a big town.
Not a big town.
They have a raceway down there.
Used to have a NASCAR track there.
There's still an area that's where they have the concert, right?
Yeah. So I'd already heard there was, turning traffic the wrong way. It was like people were waiting in line 4 hours, and like I missed the.
There's only one way in, right?
Yeah. I missed the headliners because the traffic was so bad. It was Friday was that. So I'm all nervous. I'm telling the girlfriend, like, hey, we need to leave a little early, blah, blah, blah. So we left a little early. Nothing crazy, because I didn't care about the first bands.
Right.
The final push was going to be Judas Priest, The Cult, and then Tool. And we had VIP tickets. Real close, kind of side stage. So anyway, we get down there. The traffic was not too crazy. So it's like a 30, 35 minutes sitting in traffic. Compared to the day before, money.
Right.
Cool.
They must have fixed something.
We get in, they started letting people in from both ways was the thing. So we get in and it's like legit. We like park and it's crazy, but it's like, sort of moving. I'm worried. Like,
how many people are there?
I heard 80, 90,000.
Okay, so it's big.
It's
big,
huge,
big.
huge festival. So I heard, anyway, I had this ticket snafu, so I had to go to will call.
And you have VIP tickets.
Totally expecting this whole time I'm going to walk up and they're going to be like, oh no, we don't know who you're. But anyway, we walk up, we get our tickets, lickety split.
Nice.
We have to walk like
greatest day ever.
Over a mile to get to the festival. We walk in, nutso, all these stages. And Black Label Society is just taking the stage as we come in. We finally get to the VIP area, which is maybe not exactly what they promised, I'll be honest, especially for the money, but legit.
But it does get you out of that.
Yeah, and the location to where the main stage would be
right.
legit.
Sure.
Walk in, I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool, right? And I told the girlfriend, I'm like, hey, I'm going to go take a piss, and then we'll go get a beer. And so I walked over to like the private bathrooms for VIPs. Had a piss in there. Came out. Said, hey, let's go get a beer. So we start walking over to the beer tent, or our private beer vendor.
There you go.
We are now evacuating the grounds. The music stopped. Music stops. Everything stops.
What?
There's a tornado warning for Mecklenburg and Rockingham and Richmond counties for Baltimore. We're like, what?
Montgomery.
Rockingham or Richmond?
No. Richmond County.
Rockingham County.
Montgomery County.
No.
No.
Richmond County. So Rockingham City.
Okay.
100 miles apart.
Yeah, I know. So,
Bad example.
so anyway, they shut down the whole shebang. And they said, because of insurance, I'm sure, you have to leave the entire arena.
You have to leave the.
So we have to turn around and walk back a mile plus to the car.
Yeah.
Because they make you use the emergency exits and all that shit. So we did all that.
So they wanted you to leave during this moment.
Leave immediately. And we literally just got there 5 minutes. We walk all the way back. But I run into Patrick from Hippo Records in Greensboro. Great guy.
Owns Hippo.
Love talking to him. I'm like, oh shit, there's Patrick. And we go up, out of all these people, we see Patrick. Talk to him for too long. Because in the middle of all this, I'm like, hey, I saw the skyline, and I know a little bit about weather.
You studied meteorology in school for a while.
Like, that is a problem. I immediately started thinking, this is going to kill some people.
A wall cloud.
We're going to be trapped in this area. It may not be me, God forbid, because I've got a lot left to give to society, Steve. I don't know if you're aware of it.
I've heard rumors.
Yeah, but gift of all.
It's happening.
But anyway, I at some point my face changed from like, yeah, man, my concert is called Storm to like, and that is a problem. So we started making our way to the car. We made our way to the car, or close to the car. Started coming down. Now, folks, I've covered in the news department, news business, I've covered hurricanes in the past.
Sure.
F them. This was by far the hardest rain I've ever felt and been experienced in my life. Sideways, hitting us in the face. Couldn't see. I was pulling my sunglasses down so we could see the cars in front of us to try to find ours.
What kind of shoes you have on?
Air Jordans.
Air Jordan.
High tops, but the high top Jordans, full of water, all the way to that tall.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were like a lane over from where we thought we were, and I pulled out the key fob, and told the girlfriend, I'm like, oh, she's freaking out. I'm like, hit the panic.
How far? What kind of vision do you have? How far could you see it?
2-3 feet. Crazy, because it's going this way and it's in your eyes. So it's like somebody doing this number, like right in your eyeballs. So even me, I mean, I don't freak out about stuff like that, but
Yeah.
I couldn't see because it was just literally going in my eyes. And I pulled my sunglasses down. That's too dark. But anyway, and I said, hit the panic thing. She hits the panic, and I see the lights going. And I'm like, oh, there's the car. So we go over and we get in the car, literally just completely drenched wet. And stuck the key in the ignition,
Yeah.
turned the thing.
Yeah.
It's
Go.
not, it says anti-theft deterrent malfunction system something or other. I'm like, what? And we're still trying to, I'm like, oh, it's probably not in park all the way, or it's blah, blah, blah. So we turn all that on, and nothing is working. I don't have the internet, so I text Jay, and I'm like, hey, look up this car model and this year for this error message, and Jay sends me some things to try. So I start trying some things. Took the battery out for 10 minutes, tried some locking mechanism things, and nothing
Did he
worked.
mention
Nothing
soldering?
worked. No soldering. 2 hours I work on this thing. We've not heard anything about the show or whatever. Finally, the storms pass.
What time is it now?
8 something. People start saying, well, we're going to go try it again. So they go back to, I'm still working on the car. And I was like, you know what? Screw it, man. We'll go see Tool, and we'll come back out, and we'll play the fiddle farting with the car at 2 in the morning. Who cares? It's Tool. So in the middle of all this, I pull up on my phone. I finally get a signal. It's their main page or whatever. The entire show canceled. Aaron, I did not have a screwdriver. It was a multi-tool about that big, which is why I have these scars on my hand.
So
The entire show
So Black Label was the last band.
at like 4 or 5 o'clock.
So you're telling me Zach Wild
Closed the show.
killed episode?
Yeah. So the entire show is canceled at this point. Everybody gets in their cars and start going out. It's literally a 4-hour process to go out. Our car still won't start because of that issue. And so we end up calling AAA because of the girlfriend, thank God. And at 11:30, like 4 hours later.
I think that's about when I texted y'all
Yeah.
to say, hey man, how's it going? How's the show? And then I was like,
Four-
what?
4 hours later, tow truck driver gets in at like 11:40 something. He can't fix it, loads it up on the truck in the rain, and me and the girlfriend and the tow truck driver drive from Rockingham, North Carolina to High Point, North Carolina, about an hour and a
Rockingham
half.
is very near the South Carolina border.
Yeah, it's about an hour and a half, and that's what we did. So for
Yeah, Hamlet.
I hope the girlfriend ain't listening.
Did you about chicken plant?
But so for $600
Stop for some peach ice cream.
$600,
$600.
a show we didn't see,
Didn't see.
got caught in a tornado, car broke down, rode back with a tow truck driver.
What is the chances you will get your money back?
We're working on it.
Are you part of the class action suit? That's,
I can't get into that.
Oh, they're doing a class action.
I can't. They ain't no talk about none of that. We ain't broadcasting nothing to do with any of that. It was literally laughably the most absurd, ridiculous predicament I've ever been in my life.
One day you look back and laugh at all that.
That's what I kept telling the girlfriend. I said, you know what, man? 20 years from now, we'll still be telling this damn story, and we'll be laughing our ass off. And she said, "Fuck off." We got stories about the tow truck driver coming up, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah,
the only bright spot of the story.
This story has a silver lining.
It does.
That's the nice thing about it.
It's silver as fuck, baby. But it was not the only show in town this week. We actually had another big concert this past week. We've talked about it before. But I was probably a little tweaked.
A little worked up.
I was a little worked up about
your emotions were a little. Your kimchi was a little spiced from all that.
Yeah, it was. And
Your kimchi.
my Korean kraut delicacy, Steve.
Your chi.
Actually, Michael Cron said he had the same problem. They had to replace the chip. To make a long story short, girlfriend came over. We had it towed to my house. Girlfriend came over Monday morning, stuck the key in, and the thing cranked up lickety split.
Dry up. Moisture. Get you every time.
Yeah. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. But anyway, there was another concert this week.
Moisture's gotten a man in trouble many a time.
Of course. There was a concert this week.
Oh, that's right. A big concert. Like a farewell tour?
It was not necessarily a concert I was looking forward to or excited about that was in my state.
Did you have tickets?
I didn't buy tickets for the show. But, what's up, Farley? But I did make an appearance at the show, granted a little bit perturbed from what had gone on in the week.
My goodness.
There was a camera present. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when...
we were caught on camera.
I was caught on camera. This is what happens when Bob Seger comes to North Carolina. Just take a listen.
Go home, Bob. No Seeger, no sacks. Go home, Bob. No Seeger, no sacks. No Seeger, no sacks. Come on, everybody. Come on. No Seeger, no sacks. Get out of my state, Bob. Take that silver bullet. Go home, Bob. No Seeger, no sacks. Go home, Bob. No Seeger, no sacks. No Seeger, no sacks. Come on, everybody. Come on. No Seeger, no sacks. Get out of my state, Bob. Take that silver bullet.
Yeah, sorry. I'm glad we showed that again because I didn't turn the audio back on.
Oh, you did?
No. Yeah, so that's no. Yeah.
So, you were not happy that they were here.
No.
Did you know that Alto Reed, the sax player's birthday, was like yesterday?
I know. I didn't know that.
I don't think that's his real name, by the way. Alto Reed.
100% didn't know that. You can mark me down as knowing that I didn't know that. That's the worst. Jesus Christ. That's the worst. That's the worst everything of ever.
I brought the Risky Business soundtrack in case you wanted to.
I am Risky Business. I am the cold-blooded sausage maker. Sorry.
Speaking of Risky Business, Tangerine Dream. You said Tangerine Dream was coming to Iceland?
Yeah, that's what Ragnar was saying.
Our good friend Ragnar.
Yeah.
Keeps us up to date with goings-on in the land across the ocean.
I'm glad some people are agreeing with me. No Seeger, no sacks. Take that silver bullet. That's out of Antifa's playbook.
I still like the Bob Seger system, the early stuff.
Bum, 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 bum,
You know what Bob Seger reminds me of?
Antifa!
Bob Seger reminds me of Augusta, Georgia. And I say this because I ran route for Frito-Lay back in the day after college.
Steve ran a route.
Before I figured out what I was going to do in life. I ran vacation routes for folks. And this one guy was on vacation. He worked the Augusta, Georgia route. So I went up there, I learned the route, and stayed in a hotel. And I remember Kathmandu played on the radio like at least once a day.
Kathmandu.
There may have been a bar called Kathmandu in Augusta. And there may have been ads like, come on down to Kathmandu for $5 Long Island iced teas.
You know, we literally, Jay and I went to and played music with a guy that they called Kathmandu.
Okay.
Because he legit, in high school, like laid his dork on a cat. On a dare.
Man,
Yeah.
dude.
He's a badass drummer in this area.
But dork on a cat?
Yeah.
Okay.
So for the, you know how high school goes. If you smoke weed one time, you're a drug dealer.
So
And this guy, like, you know, he effed cats. Was like,
can you get arrested for that? Bestiality?
I mean, in North Carolina,
I'm sure.
maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not here. I don't know.
Just don't do it to a girl, but your girl's cat.
Let's get serious for a second, can we?
Sure.
Take a knee back, everybody. Take a breather.
Bring
Take
it
a
back.
blow.
Bring it back.
Take a blow.
Sorry about the hurricanes, by the way.
Yeah. Kenny Burrell, man. I was going to mention this one.
yeah. What the hell, man?
This is pretty sad, actually.
Probably said that.
Dude.
What we played.
Yeah, I should have, but I've already clicked on it. Dude's having some problems, man. He was on the borderline of just like being homeless.
Kenny Burrell.
87 years old, and his wife started to GoFundMe because he had a bunch of medical problems that started from an accident in 2016. And it just really sucks. Hate to see these old jazz cats like this.
There's a lot of them, though. And it's not just
Yeah.
jazz. There's a lot of funk musicians like Bernie Worrell.
People that got
Was
effed
it
out
Bernie
of money.
Worrell? Not Bernie Worrell. Who was the... Was it Bernie Worrell?
He was
died
kind of
recently?
Yeah. It really sucks, man. Guys that... Folks like us, record nerds, and just people that enjoy music, especially jazz, hold in such high regard, and then you hear that they run into such trouble like later in life. It's really sucks.
Well, it's one thing if you're not a good money manager, and a lot of folks are not.
Or signed a bad deal.
And a lot of folks,
Credence.
but a lot of folks got screwed by not just the record company, but like George Clinton wasn't a great guy to his cats.
Okay.
And,
Defamation.
Band leaders weren't always great
Libel.
to their band members.
Libel. You're liable now.
Okay.
I had some other stuff. What was it? Oh, a Sun Ra thing's coming out. I'm trying to blaze through this shit now.
I saw a Sun Ra record today.
Did you really?
Yeah. It's a reissue. I should have picked it up though.
Media Dreams been released on vinyl via Art Yard for the first time since 2004. Recorded live in Italy in '78. Saw a quartet including Michael Ray, John Gilmore, and Luqman Ali. 6 tracks featuring Ra's experimentations on newly acquired Chromar Main Man synthesizer recording during the same sessions, iconic Disco 3000 and Soundmere. Pretty cool. Not familiar with this record, so I'd hope Metal Theologian was in here, can shed some light. I know he's my resident Sun Ra guy, but it seemed like a big deal, and I'm pretty stoked to pick up any Sun Ra ever. Also, side note,
Some of them are bonkers, though. I'll tell you.
new John Zorn record came out today.
Who was it that was reaching out to us on Facebook that hipped us to that? You didn't get that messenger?
No.
You need to check your messenger.
No.
You were included on that.
You're not talking about Christopher Kingfish?
No, sir.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I'll tell you.
New John Zorn, also a reissue of Dreamers, one of the most famous John Zorn records. So it's kind of a side note. Want to just kind of pull that up for folks that are people like us. Also, speaking of, since Bill's Box of Sound is in here, really enjoyed Bill's video this week talking about the 80th Blue Note stuff. we had mentioned that on the show before, and he'd picked a couple up and said the quality of these things, which is really good to get like real grown man opinions on this shit, said it's like legit. Reasonably priced with really good audio quality, and Bill can elaborate on this in the... Scotty said that was him, drunk as shit.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I missed that. I don't know. I don't know
You
how.
must have been drunk as shit.
I must have been drunk as shit.
Let me see if I can find that. I swear it was Messenger. Was it Messenger you sent the message?
I don't know. I missed it. What was I talking about? Everybody's interrupting everything I'm saying, then I can't remember what the shit I was talking
But
about.
nobody's listening to what you're saying.
Bill's box of sound. He had those great. He had great video of the 80th Blue Note stuff that came out. He says it's good time business. They're like $27, $28, totally worth it for records that are way overpriced for that, and it's worth it. The ones he had picked up so far are some pretty solid business. You got it, Bill. I enjoyed it, man. I love, I respect guys like you's opinion. You're, audiophile, kind of like probably more than we are. I mean, or me at least, because I'll play a shoehorn if it's got a couple of grooves on it. I'll put it on the table.
It was Scott Burnell. He was.
You just blew him out for his real name. Scotty Stricknine.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
Steve.
Well, give us social while you're at it.
I
Steve.
can't put 2 and 2 together, motherfuckers. Okay.
I know I can't either.
Yeah.
But yeah, so new Zorn and new reissue of
he
Dreamers.
said, don't look at this if you have an extra buck in your wallet.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was pretty cool. I
Love some John Zorn. Holy cow, are you kidding me? He said totally. That's funny. All right, what else we want? That's all I'm talking about. That's all I'm talking about.
Talk about Jonathan Winters dying.
No Jonathan Winters. No Nipsey Russell. Jay, get off it. You can follow us on our Instagram page. We appreciate you. Go on over there. We talk about it. I take pictures. You guys ever seen pictures? Internet pictures. I'm Mr. Internet Picture. Let's get into what we played, though. We had some cool stuff. Is it raining outside?
sounds good.
Got the window open. I'm into it.
Didn't you see Kingfish in Chicago?
Yeah, man.
He sent us a link for that.
Yeah, I did see that. One of the most
First listen.
badass guitar players I've ever seen in my life.
What club were you in?
Thea's Blues
Thea's.
Club?
I didn't go to Thea's.
Yeah.
I went to the Mine, what do they call it? The something Mine. So what we play tonight?
Oh, I got them backwards. Everything's backwards. So I have to flip-flop them. This was left on the table from a session off stream. Jerry Reed. Somebody do something about it. You got a problem with Jerry Reed? Step to it. I'll figure it out. When You're Hot, You're Hot includes the hit single Amos Moses. And, of course, we played that side.
That might be Jerry's best album.
No. When You're Hot, You're Hot. Thank You, Girl. Don't Think Twice.
Thank
It's All
you,
Right.
girl.
She understands me. It's on here. I love doing that. Man, I can make some panties drop if you just give me 4 seconds to go, she understands me. Turned On and then followed up with Amos Moses. I still want to be the...
How? Here comes Amos!
I still want to be the... I want to communicate like a 90s country singer. Go to the DMV and request normal services. So
What?
walk in the door and you're like, next, can I help you? I like my driver's license renewed.
What might have been the next LP
Yeah.
record that you played? Scotty McCreery. Bojangles.
In a Bojangles town. What's this shit, Jay? You got something to oh, I ain't got a... I got a picture. I got to find it.
Let me see it.
I got to find the picture, though.
Steve wedged his mic up here.
Sorry, buddy. Hey, who's that? That looks like somebody I've seen on stage before.
Yeah.
Is the Scorpions, maybe?
Yeah, my cousin put something on Facebook. He was going to see Michael Schenker.
Michael
this
Schenker
week,
group.
who played guitar for UFO back in the day, and Zeke the Vinyl Geek
Didn't
actually
he also play
posted
for
a picture.
Scorpions? No?
No, his brother did.
Oh, his brother. Thank you.
And Zeke the Vinyl Geek posted a picture the day, 2 days later,
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
he
yeah.
went to go see Michael Schenker. And so I'm assuming it was the same venue my cousin saw him in.
I have heard Claypool cover Amos, and that's a badass cover.
Claypool covered in it?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, and so I think Zeke the Vinyl Geek posted something about no one was there. And it was like a club, like big club set, stage setup, like kind of like a big 80s looking guitar, like full stacks, and everything. And no one was there. So my cousin posted something on Facebook that he had had a little bit too much to drink, and he was going to go.
Schenker?
And he was
No,
going to
his
go up.
cousin.
Oh, his cousin.
He's going to go up the stage and get his girlfriend to snap a picture of him standing right in front of Michael Schenker. So he went up there, and have you showed the picture yet? And she took the picture, and he bends right down in the middle of the song and gets
Fucking
in
he
the
gets
picture.
down in the picture.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That was pretty cool.
Look at that, folks.
That's awesome.
He's a fantastic guitar player.
Yeah, of course he is.
Isn't that badass? Look at that shit.
What guitar is he playing? What?
He plays a
Looks like a Dean.
now.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
Dean.
yeah.
Yeah.
V.
I'm not a big Dean fan. But okay. Dean's
Dean.
jeans. But look at that picture, though. I'm a big
I
fan of that picture.
I love that picture.
He's wearing the Epicenter Festival shirt.
Is he really?
Sad.
No, that's a mark against. What are we talking about? Oh, records we played.
We played.
Oh, then we played. This was. I should have waited to do the story till then. I had to play some Kenny Burrell in honor of the situation. That's on the Black and Silver Verve.
Yeah.
This Gil Evans arranged this. What's the name of this album, Steve? Guitar Form.
Guitar Forms. It's what it is modern interpretations of classical guitar styles played by Kenny Burrell.
Arranged by Gil Evans.
Gil Evans.
Pretty
yep.
cool,
And
man.
it's like you said, it's a Verve.
Bought this forever ago, man.
Cool picture smoking.
You baby, what is that? Hello?
Hello.
Come on now. I know it's a silhouette, but from here it's a black gentleman smoking a cigarette. So you buy it. Hello? Come on.
So the silver, black and silver.
Yeah, the best. Simply the best. It's hard work being this good, Steve. I'm just kidding. It's pretty easy. Dig of the week. Dig of the week from last week, I believe.
What you got?
That Mandrill, the self-titled. We're gonna
Yeah.
put this in. We're gonna put this in some shit to give it away. But I
Sounds
wanted
like
to
a
play
little
it tonight.
Santana. Sounds like a little, I don't know, John Mayall even.
Yeah. So you guys
Bluesy and
be thinking.
funky and jazzy.
We're gonna create a little
This
five.
is New York, Puerto Rican jazz.
Yeah. We're
Cool gatefold.
gonna create a little 5-6 LP bundle
I'll
of
get
things
it.
that we have.
I'll start it.
And we're putting it in the Lucky Records Reykjavik bag, and yeah, man, we're gonna create a little bag and give it away to some folks, somebody that may want this. So this is numero uno going in the bag. Mark it down.
Question marker. The bag has begun.
Okay.
I think I might have one to put in the bag today.
Now, played a little classic country, a little George Jones that Steve brought. Do you know anything about this album?
I don't know much about this album. It's a greatest hits album on Starday Records, but this is early George. This is stuff that I'm really not that familiar with, to be honest with you, because I love classic country, but George No Show Jones, as they call him. The funny thing, George Jones is, to me, holds a dear spot in my heart. For one thing, George, that picture of George right there with a crew cut, looks a lot like my dad when he was in the Army in Vietnam. He had a crew cut, and he has that kind of square jaw and everything. And it reminds me of Dad, but whenever we were in Indiana, we would show up at a place to get a pop or whatever, and somebody would always say, Well, here comes George Jones and the Jones Boys.
Ha. That's funny.
So
Now,
but tell me why I made a good effort to find a good George Jones record.
well, the ridiculous story that I told earlier about the Epicenter Festival clusterfuck that me and the girlfriend went to, the only bright spot was the tow truck driver showed up. Cat from Pennsylvania, cool guy, really into auto racing, wanted to talk about that, blah, blah, blah. We went down the road. I needed to stop off for the girlfriend needed a pack of smokes and some, the driver needed some coffee, so we pulled off. He's like, you want something? And I'm like, no, I'm good, man. I think there's a bottle of water down there or whatever. He's like, okay. And then they go in the store and they come back. I just sit in the truck. They come back and then the tow truck driver's like, you sure you don't want nothing? And I'm like, no, man, we're an hour and 15 away. I'm good, man. I'm a bottle of water. I'm straight. And he's like, you like orange drink?
Orange drink.
And I'm like, I like an orange drink from time to time. And so he's like, look down there in that cooler. I was like, okay. Pull out a glass bottle knee-high. And I was going to save this for so to speak, but a glass bottle orange knee-high down in the cooler. And I'm like, oh, shit. I told the girlfriend, I was like, oh, look, he's got glass bottles and shit. And I'm like, what? With real cane sugar and stuff. I was like, this is crazy. So I start sipping on that. We start going down the road. We're talking politics. We're talking auto racing. We're talking everything. And good conversationalist, this guy. As a tow truck driver needs to be. And we're probably halfway into the thing, and he says, "You like country music?" And I'm like, "Oh, all right." Well,
how old is he? My age.
Yeah, probably
mid-50s.
Pennsylvania, your age, into auto racing.
Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
So I was like, I'm never going to shit on anybody, especially if somebody's helping us. And so he's like, you like country music? And I said, man, I like all kinds of music.
Sure.
And I do, And he said, oh, okay, cool. He's like, I'll play you a couple of my favorite songs. And he goes over to the CD player and starts going for specific tracks. And I'm expecting Taylor Swift
Georgia, Florida line.
Yeah, that kind of shit. And he pulls it up, and it's like it starts playing.
Is it Florida, Georgia? I don't fucking know. Fuck them tool bags. And I think one of them went to the UGA, motherfucker.
Song starts playing. I'm like, say, man, that's George Jones, man. And he's like, yeah. He's like, you like George Jones? I'm like, fuck, dude, yeah, I like George Jones.
You're going to play country, play something like that.
I was so excited. It took me about 2 seconds.
So let me picture this. It's the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm. About 1 in the
morning. Going
morning.
down the road, smoking a cigarette, maybe, orange knee-high in your hand, in a tow truck with George Jones playing on the CD player.
And I immediately was like, hey, man, have you heard the story about him getting a DUI on his lawnmower? And he's like, yeah, I heard that one. I heard about that one now.
That's great, though. That's a great way to end a fucking, otherwise, the shittiest day ever.
Couldn't have picked a random guy better for an hour and a half.
You should invite him over to the show.
Hour and a half drive.
Hey, Mr. Pennsylvania Towman.
So
toe the line.
We could not even figure out what his name was back then. Tell us about this, Steve. This was a couple of weeks ago.
So a couple weeks ago, I think I showed this as a dig from the library's book sale. It's called Hamul, is how you pronounce it. Apparently, Hamul is a small town near San Diego. I think it's in either Hamul County or San Diego County or whatever.
Whoa, Humboldt.
What?
Whoa.
Humboldt. What?
Yeah.
What?
NorCal?
What? Southern California.
Okay. It's not Humboldt then.
No, it's Hamul.
Oh, Hamul.
And it's blues rock, heavy psych blues rock at times. Great album. So glad to pick this up. It's on Lizard Records, and this is the only record I think they put out in 1970. Badass bluesy rock roll record.
Okay.
And we listened to side 1 after the show 2 weeks ago when I was here, and I decided to throw on side 2 to see what it sounded like, and it was just as good. Love it. Thought I'd share
Pretty cool. Yeah,
thought
that
I'd
stuff was
share it with you.
stuff was killer. I wanted to play something a little heavy. I just wanted to like kick something over for a minute. So I picked up Monolord's Empress Rising. This is the first Monolord record on Rod and Easy Records, my favorite label right now. Bought this at the show. Me and the
Isn't it
girlfriend.
orange vinyl?
Yeah, me and the girlfriend saw
I
them in
won't show it.
Asheville
I dropped the record.
this past
So
summer.
you bought this at the show?
Yeah, we bought it at the show.
at the table.
This literally went in their gas tank, which is the best way to do
Yep.
buy a damn record like that. You know the shit's going in their gas tank. I
Right
think
and
that's pretty
easy.
cool.
Cool.
Yeah, man. And then what do you got here, Steve? You
I
got
don't know,
something,
man.
brother?
What do you
got?
got?
Something, bro?
Oh yeah, I wanted to play this. So I did this, the Wall, Pink Floyd, The Wall, and that was bonkers fun. A lot of fun. It's kind of like a bucket list item, I guess, because I did the Led Zeppelin with a symphony, and that was really cool. And then
Yeah.
a few months later, I'm doing The Wall outside with a bunch of people watching and loving it. It was killer. The summer show for Vagabond Saint Society is going to be the Cars.
No.
And I initially decided I wasn't going to do it and was going to take a break. I mean, I don't get paid to do this. And at times it kind of sticks me
Get
wrong.
free beer?
I do get some free beer.
That's-
I help myself to as much beer as I could put in my bag after the
yeah,
wall.
that's what guitar cases
But-
do. For decades, I've
The
played
cool
for nothing
thing,
but beer.
the summer show, they
Hand
do
me a
three.
beer,
They do
Johnny.
three
Stick
shows.
a
They
beer.
do one at the Ramcat. They're going to do one out at a wine festival at Rayland Vineyards, and then they do the final one is Summer on Liberty, which is a big citywide, big show.
Bill says
and-
that's another
And s-
another cover that will get you in trouble and put you in Facebook jail.
it will, and
Shane says titty balls.
I love early cars. So I pitched.
Thanks, dude.
I
Get
pitched.
yourself one.
I
Jay!
pit- I pitched to the band that all I really wanted to do was 3 songs on this album, and it's the 3 that I played, which is, it's about 8 minutes of music, starting with Double Life,
That's a good record, man.
into Shooby-Doo, and then Candy-O, and it's just such a great, because those songs kind of flow one into the next, into the next. I think they decided they weren't going to do Shooby-Doo, so it's just, I'm going to do Candy-O and maybe a couple others, but.
All I want to do is zoom, a zoom, 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 and a boom, boom.
Okay. But our shows are like the end of July, early August, and then late August.
Did you bring this?
No, sir. It's
Oh,
yours.
you pulled it out of my
I did pull it.
business.
I wanted to listen to something a little funky.
Why Can't We Be Friends? War, which is a terrific.
Great album by War.
Yeah.
United Artists. I forget what year this is, but we listened to the side that had Cisco Kid and Lowrider.
Lowrider, yeah.
And Why Can't We Be Friends? Not Cisco. Cisco Kid's not on here. This is
No.
from '75, by the way. It's got some great artwork on the back.
Sore subject. Judas
Sore-
Priest. Should
a
have saw him last
Sore
Saturday.
subject. This was another record I picked up at the library book
Just
sale of
shake
all
your rump,
places.
Bill.
I don't
You
ever
got it.
expect to see something like this at the library book sale. Usually you see Shostakovich or maybe.
I did my book sale stuff
Mantovani.
last week. Yeah.
But here's a Judas Priest, Hellbent for Leather. I think we showed it on my digs 2 weeks ago, but I don't think we played it. We played the side 2. It's a little noisy, but it's the only Priest album I have, and it's pretty good. This one's the one that came out. This is when they kind of changed from dressing more like gothic into leather, and this was like
Right.
Rob Halford. Hey, I like gay leather look. And
Sure.
Well, it was the beginning. It was, truly was. And this was the album before British Steel. So it kind of took him in a new direction of the more commercially favorable, like Judas Priest sound that you're familiar
What's the name of that one?
Hellbent for Leather.
Yeah,
It's actually called Killing Fields.
Killing Fields for the
But they changed it in America because there was like a Cleveland shooting,
massacre, like at a school
and
or
a
something.
school
Yeah.
shooting.
I bought this at the that antique mall you
You
and I
have
went
Killing
to.
Fields?
No,
You have the
that
British
one.
version?
No, that
No.
version. Well, we
Okay.
went to the Bread Barn or whatever that place
Yeah,
was
yeah.
when I bought Tofat.
Okay.
Bread Barn, and then
Good
you
record,
played
though.
this. Speaking of good records,
And I was like, well, I want to put
Hello,
something on
Come
that we could leave at any moment. And this Can album, Soon Over Babaluma, I think it's their 6th album, 1975 maybe.
Yeah.
74. Really cool, just kind of, a lot of, I don't know what kind of rhythms, I'll say African rhythms or Cuban or whatever.
Polyphonic.
Polyphonic rhythms. Okay, that'll work. I love Can, and this one kind of, I forget about it, and then I'll put it on. It's like, you know, that's a really cool album.
Sometimes the covers turn me off, even though if I know what they are.
This looks like something on the moon, maybe.
But it doesn't look like the egg one. It doesn't look like the Tago Mago.
No,
you know,
it doesn't jump out at you.
It doesn't jump out at you, so you kind of forget about it maybe.
In fact, you can't see it unless I do that.
Can't see it.
It's like the surface of Mars or the moon or something. Anyway.
But yeah, that was what we played. And we're getting ready to get into a dig of the week, and I'm telling you folks, I found some stuff this week.
I still don't know about it.
Yeah, Stephen J
said
don't.
He said I may shit my pants.
Steve especially is going to
I'm looking forward to shitting my pants.
Not only are there some just super pricey records in this Goodwill dig.
About, man, price of records.
Tell us about how much your records are worth there, dude.
But one band, not only a band that you don't see at Goodwill, I've never seen them in a record store.
What?
Not really. Or I would have bought it, probably. All right, do yours, Steve.
Are we doing digs?
Yeah.
You showed the graphic already?
I'll show a graphic.
I got like 6.
You guys like graphics?
So
there we go.
I think a couple of these are one might be from the this one might be from the record store or the book sale. I have this already, and it's a compilation. It's a Warner Brothers compilation. It's called Heavy Metal. But it's a sealed copy of the heavy metal. It's a Warner Brothers compilation, so it doesn't sound like there's a lot of compilations out there, K-Tels and things that don't sound good. You know.
So, is this not from the movie Heavy Metal?
No. This is not the heavy metal, the soundtrack album. This one's truly more heavy metal than that. Let me just run out some of the bands on this. This is like I said, a Warner Brothers compilation. MC5, Black Sabbath, Alice Cooper, Jimi Hendrix, James Gang, Deep Purple, T-Rex, Jay Giles, Dr. John, Led Zeppelin, Buffalo Springfield, Faces, Uriah Heep, War, Blues Image, Foghat, Grateful Dead, Golden Earring, Yes, Eagles, Van Morrison, Delaney and Bonnie, Allman Brothers, and The Doors.
Oh, whoa.
Those are the artists on this record. And it's a killer compilation. And like I said, this is sealed. And someone had it at Record Bar.
It was sealed?
It's still sealed.
What?
So I haven't popped this one. I got to figure out what condition my other one's in before I decide whether I want to open this or not.
Okay. I understand.
Here's a couple of more. Speaking of sealed.
Oh wait, I got a graphic.
You got some sealed graphics?
I do. Keep talking.
Okay, so Hoyt Axton, great songwriter, country singer,
right?
Actor.
Yeah.
I think he was in the Goonies. Oh, no, what was he in? He was in what's that one?
He's in
Don't Feed 'Em After Dark.
Different Strokes.
Don't Feed 'Em After Dark.
Gremlins.
He's the father. Isn't he a father in Gremlins?
Yeah, he's also in Different Strokes.
Okay, so this album's called Free Sailing.
Can't see it because we're looking at the graphic.
All right, well, this is from 1978. And I was worried. I didn't know what it sounded like, but I pulled it up on YouTube, and it's good. It's good honky-tonk music.
Yeah.
From 78. Country, he wrote The Pusher. He wrote...
Did he really?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
That one album I got that's got Jeremiah...
was a Bullfrog.
Joy to the World.
Yeah.
And it's got The Pusher, and it's got...
Huh.
Mama Told Me Not to Come, maybe. It's got... He wrote a lot of songs for $3 a Night.
Apparently.
But
that was like all their songs.
This is sealed. And in fact, I was so happy to get it for just a couple bucks sealed that I got 2 of them. So he
was on WKRP.
So bring us back. Bring us back. So I've got 2 of them, and I'm gonna
whoa.
I'm gonna put one of these sealed Hoyt Axton in the bag.
Whoa!
What, you want it?
No. Put it in the bag.
Okay, so I'm putting it in the bag. Here, will you put it in the bag for me?
I'm gonna put it in the bag.
Jay's gonna put it in the bag. So those are the sealed records that I picked up.
So right now we got Mandrill, self-titled, the first one, and a sealed Hoyt Axton.
Yeah.
All right.
Here's a weather report, and I will tell you I don't know anything about it. But I do know it's 1973.
I got one from, is it from Book Sale?
I think so.
I got a promo from the Book Sale right
This
down
one's
there.
called Sweet Nightner. If anybody knows anything about Sweet Nightmare, I'd love to know a little bit about it. But
I feel like you probably made that up.
73 is when you're talking about fusion, I think 73 is a good year. So
Yeah, for
I was
sure.
happy to jump on that. Yako's not playing on it. I don't know who these folks are. Dom
Yakov
Ramalho,
Smirnoff?
Wayne Shorter, I know him. Miroslav Vidowis.
All right. Now you're making stuff up.
Who's the bass player? Let me see who the bass player is. Who took Yako's place?
Who stole the cookie from the cookie jar, Steve?
Oh,
That's
it's Vidowis is the bass player. This
Okay.
Miroslav Vidowis guy. Who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? How about some Heart? You
Oh,
like
I've got
Heart?
this one.
This is a
Mushroom record.
I don't like the cover. It's
No.
kind of cheesy.
I like the label,
But
though.
the music on here is killer, and it's got Magic Man, Dreamboat Annie, Crazy on You. Is this a compilation?
No, that's the first. It's on the Mushroom, right?
It's Mushroom Records, yeah.
Pull the label's a cool label.
Yeah, I love the Mushroom label.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Bag it up, Jay. Scotty says,
But
bag
it's-
it up, Jay.
It's in good shape, and I like Heart.
Yeah, that's a good record, man. I've had that for a while.
This,
Picked it up cheap.
Heart, in fact, this album with Magic Man in particular reminds me of a friend of mine named Mike.
What's my name, bro?
Mike Borum.
You say, Kitty?
Mike Borum had
Need help?
had a Chevy truck, but he had some killer speakers that sat right next to your head.
Yeah.
And you know, a truck doesn't have there's not a big space in there.
No.
It's not. It wasn't
I had
the
truck
one in the
boxes.
second row of seats. It was just the truck, and the speakers are right here. And Magic Man in that truck with those speakers, amazing.
Tell about my truck speakers, Jay. I had some speakers back in the day.
I got a
didn't
couple
Jay?
more. I think you have this one. I got it at where'd I get this? Underdog.
Okay.
It's a compilation. I've got another Who compilation, but I think this is a great Who compilation.
Who?
It's meaty beady big and bouncy.
Oh, yeah, I don't have this one.
You do have this, don't you? Somebody's got it,
I've got it.
and I was glad to add it to my collection.
Love the Who, man. They're top 5
Great,
classic
it's a
rock
Deca,
gospel,
and it's
man.
a great compilation.
Yeah.
Some of the early stuff's on here as well as Pinball Wizard.
I'm a big Odds and Sods fan.
Odds and Sods is good.
Yeah.
That's more like rarities.
Yeah,
and
it's got the
stuff.
weird stuff on it.
And last but not least for tonight, when I saw this in a little list, like Underdog will show what he's got,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I saw it and I was like, oh shit, I need to go down there because a lot of people don't quite know what this is. It's the Death Wish 2 soundtrack.
Yeah. That's killer,
It's the
man.
music by Jimmy Page.
By the way, Bill says that is the Heart LP.
That is the hard
Yeah,
LP.
that
Thank
is
you.
the-
I agree.
yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
And this Death Wish, it's music by Jimmy Page, and it's not bad. In fact, it might be one of his better solo works that he did because he did some crap. I think.
Sure.
The funny thing and the cool thing, it's a Swan song, so it's on Swan song. So
That's
it looks
pretty crazy.
You know, it's got the same Zeppelin
That I
look
didn't
to
know.
it.
I've never seen this.
This was the
actually.
first thing he did. Someone tried to get him to come out of his funk after John Bonham died, and this was one of the first things he did after that was this soundtrack for
See the flicker?
Death
You
Wish.
see that
Yeah,
little
yeah,
thing?
I saw that.
That was the thing.
Okay.
Just saying.
In fact, this was so good when they did Death Wish 3, the guy, whoever was putting the film together, used Death Wish 2 soundtrack to kind of just like see how the scenes would work. And he liked it so much, he called Jimmy, he says, hey Jimmy, I really loved what you did on Death Wish 2. I think we're going to use it again. So I think Death Wish 3, a lot of the music is the same music they used on Death Wish 2.
I'm just getting my hair
It's
game
not
up
bad.
for
There's
part
some
of
there's
Video
some
Week.
songs,
so-
sing-songy
it was
stuff on
so
here, but
good.
there's also some pretty killer
So good. It
instrumental.
Went straight to video.
Straight to video.
Straight onto it.
But I was happy when I went down there. I was worried that someone had already snapped it up. He's like, no,
Charles Bronson.
still there. And I don't think Jonathan even realized it was a Jimmy Page album.
Jay said they got Charles Bronson on drums. All right.
How do you want this?
All right, folks. Everybody stretched out? Got this.
I think we're done.
Nope.
I'm gonna go home now.
Nope.
Good night.
Check this out. So I went into a little Goodwill store. I picked up a little VHS thing. I picked up a little record thing.
Okay.
I went down the road to a Goodwill I'd been to, God, probably 2 weeks before, and I'm like, I don't want to go to this one necessarily.
Going on
But
down the road.
I don't get out like I used to. Like I said,
get out like
I used to hit 10 to 12 a week. And so when I'm sort of close to one now, even if it's one I've hit recently, I'm like, well, I'm going to go, let's go check it out.
Let's check it out.
Went in there and hit absolutely the mother load, folks.
You think this is the biggest dig hit you've ever hit?
Of the year.
Of the year?
At least.
I thought of all time.
At least. No, maybe not of all time. I don't know. Maybe.
What a disappointment.
Maybe.
It's in your top 5. Let's say
For sure. Oh, yeah. For sure a top 5.
Tell me about it. I'm ready to shit my pants.
I'm going to do rock tonight.
You're going to do what?
Rock tonight. If you remember many years ago when we got that nice, brilliant box of VCLT from John Tambroni.
Yes, sir.
And we chose stuff and went back and forth.
Yeah.
And, you got the Bowie and I got the Zeppelin.
Yeah, we fought over some stuff.
I got some. I got some.
Blood was shed.
That's where I got my freak out.
But
in
blood
that
was
shed. Dreams.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the band Dreams?
Yes, sir. You got that one, didn't you?
I did.
Is that a jazz album?
It's jazz
Fusion?
rock.
Fusion?
It's fusion. It's kind of the beginning of.
Okay.
It's one of the seminal jazz rock fusion records.
Okay.
And that was the first one, I think. This is the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine My Surprise. It's on Columbia. It's 70.
So that jumped out at you? You saw that?
I saw Dreams, and I was like, oh, shit, wait.
Dreams.
Band was formed by Jeff Kent, Doug LeBoon, who wrote and arranged their songs, blah, blah, blah. Over the time, they were later joined by Will Lee, Don Gorlick, Bob Mann, Eddie Vernon. Yeah.
From David Letterman's show.
While Dreams did not achieve the commercial success either Chicago or Blood, Sweat, and Tears, they served as a launch pad for eventually prominent jazz fusion artist Billy Cobham, Don Gorlick, Randy and Michael Brecker.
I was about to say
Brecker brothers.
I was about to say Randy Brecker wrote one or two of these songs.
Other prominent band members included guitarist John Abercrombie, trombonist Barry Rogers, guitarist Bob Mann, who later joined Mountain,
Billy Cobham,
and bassist Will Lee.
And
Billy Cobham's on that. Yeah, that's the first one I said.
Which one of the brothers?
So Will Lee played in Dreams?
Check that out, man. I don't know.
Guess what? Special thanks to Steve Cropper for additional guitar.
Wow.
Which one of the Breckers is on that?
I mean,
Randy Brecker.
It's not Boris, is it?
No, not Boris.
This is
Brecker.
one that when John sent us the first one, it blew my mind. I didn't know anything about it.
that was a...
That one right there, Goodwill, Buck.
That's the dig of the week.
Hello, come on. Dig of the week.
Back to you.
Wait, stop.
Wait, there's more.
Was that the big one?
But wait, there's more.
This is
What's
actually.
your haircut, Jay?
I'm
I'm trying to get my wife to cut my damn hair.
I'll be honest with you. This one here is probably the actual dig of the week. This is probably the most expensive of the digs.
All right.
When have you guys seen a Morphine record? This is Morphine, yes. 1995 on the Ryko label. And this is not, from what I can tell, in my bad eyesight, this is not a reissue. This is 1995 Morphine, yes. Holy shit balls.
What can you tell me about this?
This is it came out in 95. It was the first album to make the Billboard Top 200, but fared less well than its predecessor. Not necessarily popular.
It was the first album ever to make the Billboard.
But these guys, are you guys familiar with Morphine? I remember them from like the 120 Minutes.
Vaguely.
They had kind of a
mid-90s.
Yeah, real baritone sound, but really renowned for including like jazz and blues type elements to that indie rock kind of sound, which I didn't really. I probably dismissed at the time because I was a bullshit teenager. I kind of dismissed the intertwining of different sounds.
Right.
So I'm not as familiar with this, but I knew enough to know a Morphine record in Goodwill. I'm going to pick this up.
Right.
if this is what I think it is, and I just looked it up just
All right.
briefly.
We don't.
No, I dug into it a little bit. I'll be honest with you, because this is not a reissue. This is the '95 Ryko press. It's like fucking $80, man.
Really?
Yeah. It's an absolute banger pickup from Goodwill. This is like a serious like money grab.
Dude, the
It's seriously a thing.
lead vocalist Sandman
Had a heart attack
died
on
of a
stage.
heart attack on stage in Italy.
Yeah. Man.
They reformed into the band called Vapors of Morphine.
Yeah. After he died. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Died
I don't
of-
know much about morphine.
I don't either. I'll be honest. I want to say maybe John
How honest
Tambroni
will you be?
actually.
Let me have that. Let me have that.
No.
I'm gonna put it right here.
What are you doing?
I got a stack of your
You're
digs.
gonna put it. No, you're gonna put it in your stack.
No, I got
No,
your
you put-
dig. No,
you're gonna put it in
fuck
yours.
you. I
You're
got
gonna put it in
your
yours.
digs right over here.
You put it all over.
They're ready to go. Keep it coming.
Okay. Well, and then hang on. I gotta take my glasses off for this.
That absinthe is kind of.
Well, are we drinking more of it?
No.
No. We gotta save it.
We should do a pickle shot. Though.
Yeah. Hey Jay, bring us that pickle bag over there. I'm
Over
gonna
by
say
the- in front of the microwave.
I've got some dope ass
Pickle jar.
jazz records. You know what I'm gonna do, Steve? I'm saving them for next week. We're doing all rock tonight.
Are you done? You're done.
No. I've got 7 more I'm gonna do all at
7?
one time.
Don't Steve.
Is this the same? Is this
Thump Finger said he played a 2-string bass with a slide. Don't look down here. Don't
I'm not
cheat.
looking.
Don't cheat.
I'm trying not to shit my pants.
Okay.
Is this the really big one?
Well, yeah. So
Jay, do you want a shot, Jay? Come on, Jay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm in a bin at Goodwill, folks. Like we said. Let's do it. Let's do a shot before we get into this.
God damn it.
Let's do it, man.
God damn
Don't look down.
I looked down.
Did you really?
Motherfucker.
Oh, you looked down.
I saw one thing.
Yep.
Motherfucker!
Oh, here we go. Everybody get loose. Get loose, baby.
Skull.
Ghost pepper.
I'm glad one of us got it.
I looked down on this stack, and I saw this record. Whew, that's hot. Oh, honey, hush. You guys like ghost pepper pickles? Oh,
Not
my God.
Not really.
Hi-yo, hey-yo.
I need something to drink.
We show that off? Let's show that label. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
I'm looking at because I don't have a shot.
Oh, God.
Anyway.
I looked down on this stack
Hey, Jay.
in Goodwill that it's always
Jay.
literally the week before.
Can you get me a beer? It's in the crisper, the drawer in the middle of the fridge.
Literally the week before or 2 weeks before was Gospel, Perry Como, Christmas records. But this time, hey, guess what? I picked up 7 They Might Be Giant records.
7 They Might Be Giant records. It's called. It's in that drawer on the right. It's called some kind of IPA
Not the
bottle,
Heineken.
brown, dark brown bottle.
Very bottom.
No, not the bottom. The middle drawer on the right.
Jay's making mistakes.
You'll have to open it with an opener.
So, Anna NG.
That's a 12-inch single. I think.
Yeah, these are a lot of these are maxi disc or whatever.
Sure.
The maxi singles.
Yeah.
This is I swallowed the wrong one.
Let me see that. So this is Anna and G. Anna and G with They'll Need a Crane. On the other side, Hotel Detective and Don't Let's Start. So this is off like the early stuff. Off of Lincoln.
This is yeah, it's off Lincoln.
86.
I know Lincoln. I'm familiar with that one.
I have that.
I'm not super familiar with the Might Be Giants. I know I like them, and I love the Dollar Song thing they did.
I'll put that in my bag.
Sexy, which is remixes by Todd Terry and Warren Rigg from Factory Showroom.
It's a later thing. SEXXY. Cool. Cool.
Hey, Kitty. Don't Let's Start.
Mm-hmm. I have that.
You have that
I
one?
have that one.
This is from, most of these from like late 80s, early 90s.
With the replacements on the other side. You have Don't Let's Start on this other one, so you might not need both of them.
They're on the other, somebody else's, it's a split? It doesn't say a split.
No, I'm saying on
Oh,
this
that
one,
one's a split.
you have on the backside, you have Don't Let's Start
Oh, the song.
with 3 others.
Now, that shit's fucking hot.
Great
man.
picture on the back.
Woo! Ghost Pepper.
I saw them, took my son, we saw them at Ziggy's, the old Ziggy's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was fun.
Do you know she was a hotel detective?
Yeah, in fact, it's on one of these records. I was just showing you. Look.
Oh, yeah.
She was a hotel detective.
Well, there's the
There's
release.
the 12-inch.
Yeah, this is from
Wow,
88.
my wife would love it if I could trade with you for these.
88.
I mean, they're not like full albums.
The statue.
Oh, it's also this has "Kiss Me, Son of God" and "Mr. Claw" on it, which is they're great.
Were they big in like the Athens college days for you? I know they're not an Athens band.
Yeah,
but
they're
like,
from New York band, but they were college scene. Yeah,
they were that
When I was there, that's when they came out with Anna NG and all that. Really
indie
cool.
college rock, late 80s, early 90s. Aside from the fact that grunge was going on, which for somebody my age, like if you talk about 90s, it's like, oh, it's all about grunge. But there's this whole other scene going on, and that's
It's mid-'80s.
part of that.
Yeah.
The Statue Got Me High, which is also from.
Statue Got Me High.
I'm trying to see the 80.
It
No,
might be Lincoln as
92.
well.
92. Oh,
Oh, and it also has, which describes how you're feeling, which is a killer song on the backside.
Bill said he
Which
likes how
describes
Steve
how
is
you-
trying to talk Mikey out of these records. He said he's got most of these 12 inches on 3-inch CDs. Dude, those 3-inch CDs. I remember when Sabaro was
Which
releasing
describes how you're
CD
feeling all the
singles on the
time.
top of their
Which
drink
describes
lids.
how
You
you're
remember
feeling, How
that?
you're feeling all the time. There's a sky in your eye.
You remember that?
No.
Like Sabaro, the pizza
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
If you bought a certain size drink, on the lid, if you did it had like a little 3-inch CD single that it was like Backstreet Boys or whatever, back in the day.
I have that one.
This is
I'll Take
I'll
Manhattan.
Sink Manhattan. What's that
I'll
from?
take Manhattan. I'll sink Manhattan. And they'll need a crane. It's not my birthday. They put out a lot of 12-inch singles, apparently.
Yeah.
Or I guess they call them EPs, because there'd be like
No, they
4
call
songs. on them.
Maxi singles.
Maxi sing, thank you.
Yeah, so they're shorter songs, so you get 4 songs.
Cool picture on the back, of course.
Yeah.
Back in the day when you had dial a song, you could dial them up. There was a number you could call, and you could listen to a song every day.
That's what I know about They Might Be Giants more than anything.
What, dial a song?
Yeah, I know Dial a Song more than I do about their music, to be honest. I don't like all the music I've heard from them. Like that's
It's
fun.
right up your bunghole.
That's fun.
It's right up your alley.
Yeah. Telephony. I don't
know her.
I don't dislike Telephony.
Okay.
This is Istanbul and Constantinople.
Are you serious?
Yeah. What's well? Hang on. 1990.
This is off of Flood, which is probably their best album, many opinions. Istanbul, Constantinople, Istanbul.
Oh yeah. I know that song. I know that.
Oh, God damn, dude.
And then this.
Shitholes.
And then this one. This one and the Morphine record together put this
Yeah.
over $100 together.
What?
This is a 2011 full release called "Join Us."
2011? I'm not
2011.
familiar with that.
Yeah, I'm not either. It's a gatefold
Let me see that.
full release from They Might Be Giants. That goes for easily over $20.
Because they got into
which is not crazy.
lately. They've gotten to a kick of like children's music and
Yeah.
it's real music for kids. It's not just like, oh, this, you get stoned, you're gonna like this. It's real music for kids, like going to sleep, like songs and ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, and but they still put out some stuff every now and then. So.
But that was it, man.
Holy crap! Dude.
I know, man. Right? I've not even seen those in record stores ever. Literally ever.
Dude, this is like
$1 a piece, baby.
You should go trade them for crack.
$1 a piece.
yeah. I got to figure out a way to.
Plus that morphine, $1 a piece. That's an $80 record, man. And not to mention, I have a stack this big. No, wait. It's not that big. No. Anyway.
I wonder if these are like special release, like different than the album release.
I have a stack this big of jazz records from that same score.
And your mom.
No. Just
mom-
from
your
that
mom
same
used-
score.
And your mom score you some records?
Not even touched them. Not even looked at them.
So some 50-year-old died of a heroin overdose, probably. Yeah, those records.
No, you know, it's funny. Sweet Tea asked me, because I told her about it before. I said, look, Jay and Steve didn't know about these. But she was like, oh, yeah, I know they might be giants. That's awesome. And I was like, she's like, how do you end up with that many records of the same kind? I was like, you know what? Because the other dig that we'll do next week, which is downstairs here, jazz artists.
This is on Rounder Records.
Yeah.
This 2011 release.
Mostly these jazz records are also of the same artist. And she said, how do you end up with that? And I've talked about this on the show before, where how just, not to be corny, but how spiritual it is as collectors of us to run into somebody that obviously an old man that has died and his jazz record collection has ended up at Goodwill because his family is shit or whatever.
This isn't necessarily an old man.
No. That's what I'm saying.
I think a girl died.
That's part of-
I think a girl died of breast cancer.
No, different. No.
This
No,
is
I'll
what
tell you
this
what I
is.
think this is.
Okay.
But the jazz records I've not spoken of before. When it's jazz records, it's an old guy that's a collector. He died. His family doesn't know what to do.
Right.
They're overwhelmed. They don't understand what the. I know, and I understand that. I don't hate on them for that. Even though I said their family shit before. That they end up in Goodwill, but the fact that it ends up in one of us.
Yeah.
One of our cares to take care of, listen to, appreciate, share, distribute, give away, whatever the fuck. The fact that their records end up in somebody like our hands is so just, oh my God. It's spiritual. I mean, for real. But when it comes to like indie and alt rock, yeah, it could have been somebody that died in a car crash or breast cancer or something like that. But what normally I told her, I was like, what I think it really is, it's a breakup.
Oh.
It's a, you better come get your shit by 4 o'clock tomorrow.
I'm just going to
or
give these records away.
I'll take it up to Goodwill. Sorry. Nope. La 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 la. Goodwill. And all your records are at Goodwill. Good luck, motherfucker. Good luck.
Fuck you.
So I think that's what happened here.
They must be giants.
So when it's stuff like this or like more modern stuff, hip hop records, whatever,
Marek.
I think that's what
Oh,
probably
look, here's
happened.
the dial-a-song number.
Really?
Yeah, you can call dial-a-song 718-387-6962. I wonder if it's still active. There's also a booking number, 212-477-4366. You
Let's
wanna book
call
the-
all of them.
Want to book the band. Dude, all right, so here's the deal. The 2011 issue, it's really cool, but it's not close to my heart. But
Sure.
If for some reason you want to trade these
It's possible.
3, 4, 5 records right here, I'll deal with you. So
It's one,
just to let you know. But they're all 12-inch EPs or whatever you want to call them. Maxi what?
maxi singles or
Maxi
whatever.
singles.
Like my dad has always said, everything's for sale, baby.
I hear you, brother. I hear you, brother. Good job.
But my dad,
Fucking A.
yeah. And
I did not
gotta-
shit my pants, but I want to shit my pants.
I will.
I
I'll
really
post.
do.
I'll post the video.
I had Chinese, so it's kind of blocked up
Yeah.
right now.
I'll post the video on Instagram tomorrow
What video?
of me coming out of the.
Oh, yeah.
I recorded a video, but then I was like, I don't want to spoil it. So I kind of sat on
Will
it.
you
a
hold
little
the
bit.
sign?
No,
Bob, no sex.
no. There's no. I actually have one video of me in the Goodwill.
Really?
Yeah, I was trying to do it, and I was like showing it, and it's sort of good, but not. I mean, in a different way.
Oh, well.
Then I went out to the truck and I did one. It was like, hey, look, I just came out of Goodwill. I'm still shaking right now.
So that should give you faith for those of you who know there's Goodwills near you, but you don't go because you're like, I never
My Goodwill
find
sucks.
anything at Goodwill.
It's only Christmas records.
Once in a while, you're going to hit gold.
Persistence. And I know a
Persistence
lot
of memory.
I know a lot of you probably scoffed at me when I used to say that back in the day, for the simple fact that, yes, I did hit 10 to 12 a week. So the whole
The numbers game you win the numbers game.
Yeah, I win the numbers game in that point. But I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not hitting these any quicker than you can.
Hey, tell me this. Why are there a bunch of baseball cards around here?
Jay, get on it.
This looks cool. I love baseball cards. So I wasn't here and you guys busted out baseball cards?
Yeah.
That's awesome. What year are these from?
88 Don Russ.
1988 Don Russ. It's cool. I have almost the entire 1978 Topps collection.
Whoa.
Big money, Steve.
I only missing a few. But then my
Steve's throwing that money out.
my nephew stole all my cards. My
Nephew?
sister thought, oh, he likes baseball. Here's some baseball cards, and she gave him all my fucking baseball.
Well, you know what you can do is straight up fuck him up. I mean, I don't want to speak out of school, Steve, but let's just fuck him up. Let's take a
It's not like he's more successful than me. He's a rocket scientist.
Oh, well.
He's putting together like the Mars rover or
That's
the
his
Mars
problem.
rocket.
That's his problem.
He's working on the next spaceship.
He works for Martin Marietta,
Paper company?
the rocket company.
Morissette? Talk about
The
Myra
paper.
McGinnis?
The paper.
Are we going to get into Myra McGinnis stories? We probably shouldn't. Because that chick.
What's going on? What are we doing now?
Taking a quick commercial break. We're going to come back with So to Speak and Chip
I
Chat.
don't think I need to pee.
No pee.
We're going to do an old chip.
Are you doing old
We
chips?
got some old dates on some chips. I had some chips at home, and I've been leaving them at home because you got all those chips in Pennsylvania. And I was like, well, I don't want to bring my chips because we need.
Well, we did.
Big shit.
Michael Cron said it's like it looks like you fat fucks have already done all the chips from Pennsylvania.
Well, we didn't do them all at once.
He's like, so I'm working on another bag for you, or whatever.
Jesus.
So, man.
Jesus.
I told him we need to send him.
We've
he's
got
home-
some that I picked up months ago that I put a. Whoop. Anyway, we're not even into chips.
No. Break.
We're doing a break. We're going to break.
All right. Everybody hang tight. We'll be back in just a minute. So,
I'm just going to go by date. Whatever the oldest one is what we're going to
okay.
do.
Well,
I'm setting the ground rules here.
yeah. Well, take this opportunity to, what's up? The original Sean cover. Look at this, man. We still bust your shit out all the time, man.
Yes. Hell yeah!
Gee.
We love it. You're the best.
All right, so everybody go take some pictures of your wife sleeping.
And your
Text them to
urethra.
us real quick, and we'll be right back.
For Players Club International, Mr. Tell.
Excitement in Atlantic City and Las Vegas, and okay, I get VIP treatment. Now you too can get VIP treatment and big savings just by carrying the Players Club Gold Card. You too can save 25 to 60% off rooms, 25 to 50% off top name entertainment, always 25% off food and beverages. And you'll never have to wait in long registration and show lines again. The Players Club Gold Card, the way to go for incredible savings at some of the finest casino resorts in the world. In Atlantic City, use your Players Club Gold Card at Harris Marina, Resorts International, Trump Plaza, The Sands. In Vegas, use it at the Riviera, Frontier, Sahara, Sands, The Mint, plus many other hotels in Reno, Tahoe, the Caribbean, around the world. Oh, yeah. Use your Players Club card to dine in one hotel, see a show in another, and spend the night in another. Hey, no strings attached to get the club's benefits. You may save more than the cost of your membership the very first time you use your Players Club Gold Card. After that, it's bonus time, baby. You listen to Telly? Call Players Club today.
Call me now. I'll send you all the information you need about Players Club. And if you join now, you'll receive this handsome travel wallet absolutely free. Call 1-800-532-9900 now. That's 1-800-532-9900.
Coming up next on Channel 11, Gem.
Imagine this.
Deep in the jungle, you discover it, the Cobra Terradrome with gun emplacements almost everywhere and special base for refueling vehicles.
There it is.
The Cobra Terradrome is really incredible.
That's Dr. Mindbender. And now, look, they've captured Flynn.
It's time to warn the Joes, but suddenly they launch the Firebat. Live the adventure of G.I. Joe. Cobra Terradrome comes with Firebat and Pilot. Other figures and equipment sold separately.
Joe, Joe!
Now, they're hot. We're gonna do.
What are we doing?
What's
What's
What are we
happening?
doing first? Sodas. We'll do sodas.
Sodas.
Yeah,
We do
just-
sodas
yeah,
first.
just so to speak, my daughter.
Oh yeah, you got two of them over
She's
there.
like, I keep her. She keeps me informed of like sodas that I don't always follow. She's a big Fanta fan.
Okay.
She loves Fanta and their flavors.
Is she a big
There's a couple-
Insane Clown Posse fan?
No, there's a couple new Fanta flavors that she turned me on to.
Okay.
And here's one. Tonight we're going to do wild cherry. Now there is a cherry Fanta, but she says
Sure.
this is new.
Okay.
In fact, she claims this one to her.
What's up, Zeke? We talked about you earlier, bro. You missed it.
Gave it more of a
Michael Shanker.
of a candy, cherry candy.
Like a Jolly Rancher type.
Something like that.
Okay.
I forget exactly what she did say. I wonder why.
You know the soda we had last week was like a Jolly Rancher.
So here we have Fanta Wild Cherry. It's new, according to my daughter. It says new flavor on the label.
Jay, just to update you, Aaron Griffin says, I've got about 1,500 1990 Donruss he'll send you.
Whoa.
He said probably one of the worst card series ever made.
Dude. Yeah, see, I collected cards before there was just one player in town, and it was Topps. You know, and then Don Russ came in and started doing foil stamps.
See, he says it like my uncle.
Don Russ.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bought that
Is that not right?
No. There's no right or wrong.
How do other people say it?
Donruss.
Donruss.
I bought those cards.
Don Russ.
It's not right or wrong. This is funny.
Try that. That is like a cherry ice
Yeah.
ice pop or whatever you call those.
Too
things.
much sugar for me.
Wow.
Too much sugar.
Wow.
Really sweet.
Wow.
It's not bad, but
It's very cherry, but it's very sweet.
Yeah. But it tastes like cherry candy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the thing. It's a cherry candy soda.
They're calling it wild cherry, but it's like cherry candy.
Now or later. Totally.
Maybe.
Cherry now or later.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Which is not bad for
Did
sure.
you say now or later?
Yeah.
Now or later?
It's pretty good. I think the whole.
You know-
I think the whole 20 ounce of that would make my stomach hurt.
You know
Mix it with vodka.
Yeah.
That's the solution to everything.
Nothing with vodka makes my stomach hurt. It's funny when I never ate now or later's coming up
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
We used to sell them in school.
We sold them in school.
Okay.
We got in.
No, we would send them person to person. We always,
Yeah.
always one kid had now or later.
We had a gentleman, Tony James, had a fanny pack.
They take your damn fillings.
He would sell
out.
them for a dime a
As you-
piece.
when you get older, they take your damn fillings out.
But when I'd never even heard of them.
Yeah.
But we merged the High Point schools, merged with the Greensboro schools, which is why I know Jay. Jay's a Greensboro guy.
Oh, is
I'm a
he?
High Point guy.
Okay.
So the schools merged from like me and Jay didn't go to the same elementary
So
school.
Southwest was a merged school?
Southern Guilford.
Southern Guilford's a merged school.
Alan J is. So it was like
I don't know what that is.
middle school, right up here.
Alan J.
Right up here, yeah.
How you spell that?
A
Is
L
that
L
one
E N.
word? Alan J?
No, Alan.
Al and J.
No,
Two people?
Alan. J.
Alan.
Like Steve
J.
Allen.
Like Jaybird?
Yeah, like
Okay.
Alan Moley,
Jay Bird,
Jay
All right.
Burcham.
That's enough of that.
Yeah. Anyway,
That's his name, Alan J.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the
What'd
guy
he
was in
do?
Educate.
Racist?
Probably racist.
Probably.
But anyway, I'm getting ready to bring it together. Why am I bringing that together? I was getting ready to do that, but I can't remember what I was doing for.
Al and Jack Guilford and
Alan.
Forsyth.
Oh yeah, we brought
Guilford
High
and
Point
and
Greensboro came
Bring
together.
it together.
And I was like, I don't know what. And everybody kept telling me like, oh man, the strawberry now later. Have you ever had the sour apple now later? And I'm like, now later. I was telling my mom like these candy called now later, and they're like, what?
Now later.
Oh yeah, Tony James was a 3. He was a
It's not now or later.
It's now
or later.
Yeah,
It took me months to figure that out. A farting clap? Take a lap, Jay. We ain't got time for all this shit.
Get on the mic, Jay. Get on the mic.
We ain't got time for all this shit.
So, back to cherry Fanta. It's a bit sweet and cherry, but it's good.
It's not for me.
If you like, it's targeted to my daughter and that generation of younger kids who like candy and their soda.
There's nothing gross about it, for sure.
It's not a gross
soda. It's for me. It's a too sweet of a soda. But for people that like the sweet stuff, for sure.
I do like that there are some Fanta Zeros that are a little easier on the sugar content.
Yeah.
They're not many. Not every flavor is 0.
No.
But there you go.
It's okay. It's not below my door.
The only place I can still get a 0 Baja Blast, Mountain Dew Baja Blast, is Taco Bell in the fountain.
Well, and if you're not,
they have 0 sugar Baja Blast.
If you're not drinking Baja Blast at Taco Bell, I don't think you actually went to Taco Bell.
Oh Lord. Yep, comedian.
Well, we worked with a comedian once, and
that's his bit.
Well,
don't steal his bit.
No, I'm not gonna steal his.
Stay in your lane, bro.
Well, he's not much of a comedian.
There you go.
I'll take the Pepsi challenge with this motherfucker every day of the week.
Is it time for Chip Chat?
Let's do it.
So going back a few months, because lots happened since then. We've had so many chips. Sodas are hard to come by nowadays. I'll be honest with you.
9/11.
But chips, we have not had a problem.
What?
And so what we have here is an Utz, which is another Pennsylvania chip.
Yeah.
Utz Italian hoagie.
Italian
hoagie
potato chip.
A lot of oil and vinegar.
And Jay thinks a lot of oil and vinegar and oregano.
And sideburns.
Let's see what did they say about it. Their little PR write-up. Nothing goes better with an Italian hoagie than Utz potato chips, of course. To celebrate the taste of this classic dud? Oh, duo. Sorry. This classic duo, we've taken the flavors of that vintage sandwich and combined it with your favorite chip. Now you can experience deli deliciousness in one bite with Utz Italian hoagie potato chips. Reward those taste buds. Grab a bag today and enjoy. Not a lot of ingredients, so it's a good, wholesome, clean chip.
You think so?
Whatever.
Salami.
Let's do it.
It tastes like
You be the
salami.
first. You be the first. I'm always the first. You be the first.
Tastes like Mussolini.
Some capicola.
So it's like a Lay's.
Little capicola.
It's a thin chip. It's not a ridged chip, mind you.
Try the hoagie.
Careful
Italian
on the
hoagie.
cable. Careful on the cable.
Is
We're off
is
the
it
air.
a vinegar chip?
We're done. Wow.
That's good.
Vinegary,
Not too.
but with a unique spice note to the vinegar.
Ooh, I got the Italian late.
Yeah.
At the very end.
Hey, man. Love it or hate it. There's not another
No.
chip like this.
There's nothing to hate about
Kind
that.
of oil and vinegar and oregano taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of what you said is there.
It's oil
But
and
I
vinegar
can-
with a thing.
but
With something.
I can taste. I can taste some meat.
A thing. There's a thing.
Mind blowing. How they can do that with this like
How do they do that? I know it's New Jersey, the flavor capital of the world. They come up with ways to get.
I know it's New Jersey. They're not very smart there.
Hey. I will say this is a very good chip, and it would go good with a sandwich.
Yeah, for sure. But that's got
That's a Pennsylvania, Steve.
Yeah, Utz is Pennsylvania.
I said that. Yeah, what?
What's in New Jersey?
No.
Flavor capital.
All the flavors. All the
Made in
the
Flavor
beef,
Town.
the beef flavoring that goes into McDonald's French fries is from New Jersey. The flavoring in most everything comes from New Jersey.
It's like Chris Christie.
That's what, you know,
It does taste like Chris Christie. That's what I was thinking of.
It bothered Cameraman anytime we did a chip early on in Chip Chat. It's like, oh, these taste like hot dogs. And he was like, oh, or short ribs or whatever. And he was like, yeah, man, these really taste like ribs.
And
he
they
was,
taste like
and
meat.
he was like, yeah, these really do taste like ribs. And that's a fucking problem.
Yeah, because he's a chemist.
Yeah, and he's like,
like, what are you doing to me
It
to put
shouldn't.
meat in my mouth?
it shouldn't.
I'm eating a piece of potato, but you're putting meat in my mouth.
It really shouldn't taste like it. Yeah. That's
This
why
one's not so meaty, though. This was more
No.
vinegar.
it's a spice thing. It's a
maybe
vinegar
red,
with
like a red vinegar with there's
paprika.
some spices.
Yes, paprika, red pepper,
Yeah,
a little bit of something going on.
maybe something.
But it definitely
Some Italian seasonings.
from us doing over 600 chips.
Over 600.
Check out our chip sheet.
Check it out. Download it today.
Knowing that we've done over 600 chips, the fact that this is a unique chip is the
Do you
biggest.
think we should write a book about the chips?
Of course we should.
Not the soda.
If it makes us money.
I think the chips would be a better.
As long as it makes us money.
Okay.
But I think the fact that this is a unique chip, over
Like a picture
600,
book? Like a picture book?
could be 600 chips we've done, and this is still something we pick up and go.
It's brand new.
There's nothing like this.
No, we hadn't had it before.
You know, is it? Am I going like, oh my god?
I was worried because
No.
actually, I will tell you right now, and I'm not a big believer in the dates on things, but it is March 9th, 2019 is the date. But this still has a lot of flavor. It's not stale.
Tastes like Christian
And
Fupa.
like I said, I worked at Frito-Lay, and I used to put stales because I would pull them off the shelves if they were past the date. I was in the date in the
good,
store, and I would put them in. I had a whole cabinet full of Frito-Lay product that was just fine.
just got it.
After its stale
I just
date.
got what it
Okay,
really
Tell me
is.
what it really is.
You go to a real Italian joint, like
Real
sub joint, like
Okay.
boardwalk, like
Jersey Mike's?
yeah, like but on the boardwalk, the real
Oh,
Italian.
real place.
Yeah. And you get like a sub with like oil and vinegar and you know all the meats and veggies and
American
stuff.
cheese.
But you end up with this corner of the bread with seasoning and like oil and vinegar on it.
What?
That's it. The wet bread season is
What's
that.
left?
What's left? What's left?
They're getting caught wet Italian.
Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way at all.
No, you're gonna eat that.
Yeah. So it's the seasoned, vinegared up corner of the crusty bread in the corner.
Like the last bite.
Holy baby. That's good stuff.
Woo!
Let's get going.
Did you get those, Steve?
Yeah, where'd those come from?
Yeah, I got those.
Just a regular old.
You know that taste. That's what I'm saying, Scotty. It's that, you know what I mean? It's not, yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
it. I can't explain it. I could try to explain it.
You explained it pretty well, I think.
Yeah, well, I'll probably sound like an idiot if I try to do any further than what I just did.
Yeah, that's all you need to
No.
do. What a show.
What a show.
Golly.
We're almost not over 2 hours.
Well, that's good.
That's a good thing.
One day we're going to start playing live music while we're here. I'm going to pick up my guitar and play you a song now. We're going to go off YouTube so we can play some music and not get popped. Because we're a cover band.
I did that when I was playing of the game the other night.
Yeah.
In between games, I just picked up the acoustic and started playing.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
That's good.
you know.
It's homage to the gentleman that plays video games, that plays keyboards. Who's that?
Game Dojo.
Game Dojo. That's
Yep.
amazing. It's very entertaining to watch
Jay
Game
doesn't like him 'cause
Dojo.
he's energetic. Oh, no,
Not
I
a fan of Game Dojo,
don't- No, I don't like
Jay?
people that do things. No,
I love it.
No, I don't like anything.
I love it.
Zeke says we should jam out. He says the Michael Schenker Fest was 3 hours.
Hey, where did he?
Hang on. I'm going to show the picture again. So
chip stuck in my teeth.
Since Zeke, you just showed up recently. Jay's cut. Tell the story again, real quick.
Jay wasn't here he wasn't here for this.
Tell it real fast. Do the paraphrase first.
My cousin went to the show. I don't know. Leave a message where that show was at that you went to, by the way. But and he had drank a lot and said he was going to get a picture from his girlfriend. He's going to snap one. He's going to go up by the stage, try to get Michael Schenker in it, and so he takes the picture, or she takes the picture. And I guess would that be considered a photo bomb?
I don't know.
I guess Schenker photobombed him.
Picture business, but
yeah,
pretty cool.
That's awesome. That's really, really cool. You got to make a poster out of that.
Yeah. Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah, that would have been it.
Yeah.
Richmond.
He was there, man. That's the
so
one.
wait, he was there, and you're.
I didn't see.
They were all like
the same place.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like nobody there.
Yeah, it was empty. And so dude went down.
Does he remember seeing that guy on up front stage?
Probably. Zeke, let us know if you remember seeing this guy. That's Jay's cousin at Richmond.
Jay's cousin.
He said it was easy to get right up there.
Nice.
Because there's nobody there.
That was kind of like the show when I went and saw. What's that band?
Winger?
No, I saw him in Charlotte.
Double
Anvil.
D?
Anvil.
Oh, you saw Anvil?
Yeah.
What?
More recently, though. It was
Okay.
like after the documentary came out.
Yeah. Well, hey, look, man. Be sure to stick with us over on the Twitch page.
Please do.
We're gonna stop
and subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. Ain't gonna hurt you to subscribe.
If you're watching this from my metrics, there's a lot of people watching that are not subscribed. Please hit the subscribe button. We're right there at 500.
All you gotta do is click, and you're done.
Hit like.
You ain't gotta fill out You gotta fill out a form.
No forms. Hit the like button.
There's no.
Come on, baby, smash that like, baby. Come on, man.
If you want a form, we'll send you.
Don't cost you nothing. We'll send you a form. Do something for us. Come on, man. Come on, baby.
So oftentimes, after the show, we will go back to the tables and play music that we showed. And we'll probably do some of that.
Yeah, we're going to play some music over on Twitch. So come over here. It's twitch.tv/Grown.
We might play something new and something you never heard before.
I'll probably play. I'll let you choose which one of these.
Play them all.
They Might Be Giants and that Morphine. I'd like to hear that Morphine.
Yeah, we'll get into that and some of that Dreams too.
Yeah, so come on over to here and we're going to...
And I kind of want to hear Cybertron again.
Cybertron, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
That was VCLT.
From Scotty. He's on here right now, man.
Yes, sir.
That's sitting right over there.
You got a better memory than I do.
We've been loving that.
You got a much better memory. I need to write things down.
Zeke just smashed the like button. All right.
Love it, buddy.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We hope everybody has a great weekend. And just, hey, love the one you're with, brother. Everybody take a knee.
You know what we got to do is like come in and out of these other albums with these singles by They Might Be Giants. So I'm going to do that.
Okay, let's do that.
I'll take care of it.
Hey,
I'll take care of it.
Everybody take a knee real quick, fellas. Real quick before we get out of here. Let's everybody, hey.
God damn it, another knee.
Listen up. Let's take a knee. We appreciate everybody joining us tonight. It's been a good time. We've had a lot of good fun.
Good time.
Talked about a lot of good music. Had a lot of good fellowship.
Great music.
Want to check us on the socials. Keep up with us during the week.
We're glad
check
you
out our
survived.
YouTubes.
We're glad you survived your adventure in Rockingham.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. So everybody keep grinding, doing the thing you do.
But you know, if you hadn't done that, you would have never met that gentleman in the tow truck and had that orange soda and listened to George Jones.
That's absolutely the case.
Never would have happened.
That's what it calls for being aggressive, folks. So let's stay aggressive this weekend. We'll regroup next week. We'll have a new show for you. I got some jazz records to show you already from the same dig with all these They Might Be Giants records. Got a great group of jazz records that are still going to blow your mind. We're not done. We're not done. We're just getting started, baby. We're sitting all the way at the very tippity top of the mountain, and we're only halfway up. Think about it. We'll see you next time on a Grown Man Record Night.
That blows my mind.